Let's install Gradle on Windows 11. To verify our installation, we'll generate a Spring Boot 3 app and then build and run the executable jar. To install Gradle, you need to have at least Java 8. Let's verify your version of Java. Bring up a command window and type java-version. If it says 8 or something greater, you're all set. If you don't have Java installed, check out this video on installing Java on Windows 11. Then come back when you're done and finish up with Gradle. Let's open a browser and search for Download Gradle. Let's click on Gradle Installation, the top link. Right now, version 8.1.1 is the latest version. This might have changed when you watch this video. Go ahead and take the latest version at that time and follow the remaining steps in this video. Let's click on the Releases page. We'll scroll down a bit and click on Binary Only. And that will start the download of the binary file. While it's downloading, let's click on Verify SHA-256 checksum. When that's done, we'll open a command prompt and let cd into the downloads directory. Run dir, and we see the two files that we just downloaded, the zip file as well as the SHA-256 file. Let's see the contents of the SHA-256 file by typing in type Gradle 811 bin zip SHA-256. And we see the SHA-256 checksum computed on the server. Now let's compute the checksum locally. We'll run certutil-hashfile Gradle 8.1.1 bin.zip space SHA-256, and that will compute the local checksum. Looking at the two checksum values, they're the same, so we can be confident the file we downloaded wasn't corrupted in transit. So we'll go ahead and proceed with our installation. Let's open a File Explorer window and go to the Downloads directory. Let's uncompress the zip file. We'll do a right-click, scroll down, and select Extract All. It will extract into the local directory. It will take a few seconds, and when it's done, it'll pop up a new Explorer window with the directory where our files exist. Let's move that over a little bit, and then go into the Tools directory. I've already created a directory here called Gradle, which is empty. Let's pick up the files that we unzipped in our Downloads directory and copy it over to the Gradle directory. Then let's cd into the bin directory, right-click on the directory path and select that. We'll need to add this directory to our system path so we can find Gradle when we want to run it. So what we're going to do is add this location to our overall system path. So we'll go down and search for environment. We'll click on Edit the System Environment Variables. And in the next dialog, click on Environment Variables. On the top of this dialog, we'll modify my personal environment rather than the system variables for the entire machine. Let's select Path, and then click Edit. We'll select New, and we'll paste in the directory that we selected just a moment ago. We'll hit OK. Let's close out some of these windows. Now let's open a new command prompt. Let's verify our installation of Gradle by typing in Gradle space -v, and we'll see that we've installed version 8.1.1 of Gradle. Great, so at this point, we're done installing Gradle on Windows 11. Let's take it a step further and use Gradle to build an application. Rather than create an application from scratch, let's generate a simple Spring Boot application. In a browser, let's go to start.spring.io. Here we can generate the code for a Spring Boot application. On the left side of the page, we'll take all the default settings for our project. On the right side of the page, we'll add one dependency, the web starter. And let's click Generate. That will download a file called demo.zip in our Downloads directory. Let's open the Downloads directory and unzip the demo file. It'll unzip into another directory called Demo. Let's open that directory in a terminal. And let's run the dir command. And we see the directory name of demo. So let's cd into that directory and run dir once again. And we see all the project code that was generated for us. The most important file here for us is the build.gradle file. This is a configuration file used by Gradle projects to define the project's build settings, dependencies, tasks, and other build-related configurations. We'll go deep on that in another video. For now, let's run the Gradle tasks command. Gradle tasks displays a list of the available tasks. Your project build files, which are build.gradle and settings.gradle, are scanned by Gradle when you run this command. As a part of the build process, a task represents a specific action or operation to be done. Let's scroll up a bit and we can see some of the tasks available to us. There are several important ones, including build, which assembles and builds the project. So let's go ahead and run that. Our code is compiled and tested. The Spring Boot code that was generated contains one test by default. That completed successfully. So now let's package our application as an executable jar so that we can run it from the command line. Let's run Gradle with the boot jar task. The boot jar task is a built-in task provided by the Spring Boot Gradle plugin. It's used to build a jar file that contains all the necessary dependencies and resources for building a Spring Boot application. The task is responsible for packaging your application code along with its dependencies into a standalone executable jar. Let's run dir to see our list of files and directories now, and let's cd into the build directory. And then once more into the libs directory, and run dir there. The large file is the standalone file created by Gradle for us. The other file contains the jars and support files for our project code without all the necessary dependencies for it to run. Let's run the executable jar by typing in java-jar demo 001 snapshot.jar. The file starts up. If we make the window a little wider, we can see the web application startup. There's the default port of 8080. Of course, this is a demo app and has no endpoints, but we can see that our code is running successfully. Nice! So we've created and packaged an executable jar using Gradle. Please share this video with others if you found it useful. Thanks for watching, and remember to always begin secure.